Picking up from part 1 of whether or not sharks have personalities, when animals behave as individuals, does that mean they have a personality? When you recognize specific behavior and are able to associate it to a specific animal, does that mean that animal has a personality? Why does the legendary shark Zapata down in Guadalupe like to run his pectoral fins against the bars of the cages? He's done it enough that it's an expected behavior from him. While other sharks that are somewhere in the area don't want anything to do with the cage, the bait, the people, the boat. None of it.
And one of my ultimate favorites is a shark called Cuz. Cuz has been coming back for over 10 years now. And he's a super relaxed shark that'll just spend, sometimes half an hour just swimming lazy circles around the boat. He's an incredibly successful hunter. And when he hunts, his behavior is very different to how he is around the boat. Around the boat, he's super relaxed, but when he hunts, he's one of those few sharks that won't just make an initial strike or 1 or 2 follow-ups. He'll keep going at the seal until he eventually tires the seal out, which is quite rare amongst the sharks. Usually it gets to a point where they realize that effort isn't worth the gain, but this is one shark that just stays focused, and in virtually all cases he'll become successful in capturing the seal. So, I've watched that shark grow from a small shark to a big shark. Rasta was probably our most well-known shark at Seal Island. She came there for about 9 years. She was just super relaxed. This was a shark that once put her head on our dive step for about 2 or 3 seconds. And you're looking at a 2,000 pound shark, so some people freak out when it happens, but she was just incredibly relaxed. And a shark, I'd have no problem.
She just put her head there and was
in fact,
taking a look?
In fact, there's a photo of her just putting her head out the water there, and that's what she used to do all the time. She would just swim past the boat and just put her head out, and open her mouth and look at everybody, and everybody would go crazy with excitement or fear or whatever. But she was just a fantastic animal we used to love seeing.
It is often said that scalloped hammerheads are a combination of shy and curious. And indeed, when I went diving in Molokai, pretty much the only time that I saw the hammerheads was when I turned around and realized that they were following us. Not to eat us or bite us, but checking us out from behind. And as soon as I turned around, they would disappear. I also visited the Maui Dive Center. Now, for the first 15 minutes of the dive, the hammerhead shark wouldn't come anywhere near me. Then, I sat down and didn't move. And sure enough, this young female came in and just started circling over my head again and again and again. One might say that I became less intimidating once I sat down, and her curiosity overcame her shyness. Maybe, maybe not. But why aren't any of the other sharks in the tank coming near me? Clearly this shark is acting differently than the other ones, right? Now how about this nurse shark that I found all by itself in the Bahamas? I attempted to move in slowly so as not to startle it so I could film it. Nevertheless, it became aware of me and seemed as though it was going to run away. To my surprise, it came right towards me. I stood my ground and wondered, was that shark trying to intimidate me, or did it come towards me for another reason? Had it been conditioned by other divers feeding it? Was it curious? Who knows what was happening there? But since it came toward me, I used that as an excuse to see how it would react to touch. And I don't know whether to say that it liked it or not, but it certainly didn't run away from being pet.
Lots of other sharks that we've come to know over the years that they've got unique personalities, and I really like the relaxed, bold but relaxed ones. You know, the ones that are confident but just chilled around the boat. You know, they ooze charisma, and it's spectacular to work or dive around those sharks. You just want to get in the water with them and be with them.
All my best white shark pictures is from this individual shark, because she would spend right near the boat, stay close to the boat, head out of the water, either on its side or completely out of the water, and you could just spend the whole day, she's there taking great pictures. Very curious.
As calm as she is, did that ever tempt you to get in the water with her?
No.
No. You can't laugh. Okay.
I mean, she's an animal that was very curious, and so, and we also saw her hunt, and she was a very successful hunter. And, didn't make me, really eager to get in the water with her and see her, but, I'd love to see this animal in the water, but not eager enough to saying, I'm gonna get in this water without a cage and let her come up and be curious.
Because you've seen her doing her damage as well.
I've seen her, she's a pretty great hunter.
So you saw both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing you need to remember. You sometimes get a little bit blasé about the same sharks moving around and around you, the ones you know. But you've got to remember, they're wild animals, they're powerful predators, and they deserve a lot of respect.